Hmm? Didn't open the door. Damn it. Maybe this... Oh, this was the way in. Okay, hang on a second. I want to see what was the way in, then. I won't take that because Hermaeus Mora did give us a special entrance. I'm just curious. However the hell you get in this room, that's the way I would have gotten in. Through this door here. Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna take the helmet, because that's cool. So then how would I have gotten to this? Where the hell is this? Alright, well now we gotta figure this out, because this is weird. Whale. That's probably where I would have come in here. Whale. Eagle, eagle. Eagle, eagle is how I open... I don't know. I don't know what that is. That's how I open all of it. Yes, I was not supposed to be able to make it through that. Ah! So yes, I would have had to talk to Rayless again to get into here. As it is, something was a little bugged out further along. And whoops. I apparently have the Armor of Retribution, which was invisible. Enemies who strike you with a melee attack have a small chance of being paralyzed. Okay, anyway, yes, I would never have made it. I should not have made it here. Ah, what the hell. But I did. And I have. And what? What is this one? No clues. Perhaps there are clues, they're just hidden in the stall room? Hello, what's this? Great Sword of Siphoning. Yeah! Oh, I see. I think I already went through this gate and got the thing, right? We're cheating. We're just full-on cheating now. Oh, shit. This is Ajidal. Oh, good thing I came back this way then. Wow! Ouch. Who the hell are you? Oh, the miner. Oh, he's saying thank you to me. Jesus H. It's getting a little crazy. Good? Confront Rayless. Okay, I seem to have just jumped the Quest forward. Increases fire resistance by 50 and fire spell damage by 25. You know, Teldrin, this would actually be a good one for you. Jesus Christ, so many dead miners. I wonder if the miners were supposed to resurrect over the course of the fight. Teldrin, I have something you might find interesting.
Move? If it'll help us get moving quicker, sure.
Is chitin heavy? It is. You know, you might like this more. He seems to dig it, except he really likes that helmet. Oh. And I cannot make him take it off. Interesting. I think I can if I do this. Gear. Grief. What the hell's going on over there? Whoa, that's what he looks like? Holy crap. I'm trying to think how I get him to. Give me all of your gear. Okay. Now, we'll just start this from scratch.
What do you have in mind?
No. Actually, I don't want you to do
what
anything.
What did you need?
Sorry. Trade something.
If it'll help us get moving quicker, sure.
So first, your weapon, which was that. I don't think you had a shield. Maybe I gave you that staff of paralysis, though. You can have that back. And apparently you had a hunting bow. So I better give you some arrows. How about those? And those. Yeah, this is better. Where are the boots? I thought you had boots, too. He really liked that chitin helmet. Man, he was in love with it. You can take that back. Did I give you an amulet? I don't think I gave you an amulet. Maybe that one. Where did it go? This one. Better take some health. I think that might have been it.
Lead on.
You have no boots and you have no greaves. What happened to the boots? Ajadal's boots.
If it'll help us get moving quicker, sure.
I swear I had boots, right? Oh, I put him in the... I think I put him in the chest at our house. Well, shit. I'll give you back the chitin boots, but then I can't get them back from you. You're gonna have to go barefoot for a little while, my friend. That's weird. But we won't even notice until we get back to town, I don't think. Some weird-ass sound being made, I don't know what. I don't know what is making the sound, I mean. Alright, and this is how we would have gotten to the black book. Okay. This is all making more sense now. I'm not going to take that. I'm going to search this, but I'm not going to take anything. Well, I don't feel too bad about skipping around here. Clearly the game was not meaning to let me get this far. But again, I'm going to roleplay it and say that Hermaeus Mora. Oh. That's how I would have gotten there, right here. Hermaeus Mora was, knew that we were on a bit of a time crunch and wanted us to be able to do this now. Okay, I need to get up there. Oops. Wait a minute, actually. Alright, that's the thing, that there was nothing there. There was probably a piece of his gear there that I missed. This is where I want to go. And all that stuff is below us. I just can't see it, and I wasn't supposed to be able to get to it. The hell? Rayless!
Oh, God. What happened? What have I done?
Everybody you hired is dead.
I don't remember. Ever since I got here to Colbjorn, I've heard whispers, voices, thoughts, imaginings.
Ah.
They've only gotten louder since I've stayed. Pounding, driving. A couple of times I blacked out. It was just before the Draugr woke up.
Did you kill the miners?
I don't know. Maybe. It's what he wanted. He just needed their energy. I don't know. I hope I didn't. But maybe I... Please, you have to believe me.
I mean, I do believe him. Dragon priests have crazy powers and all. I also kind of want to kill this guy though, just for jerking me around. But I don't want to say I can't let you go unpunished. I think I just want to straight up just kill him. But let's give him an evil eye and see what he says.
What? No, you can't. I have his will on my side.
I think he's dead.
He will command all of us.
Or Frost. Completed. Kill Rayless. Completed. Speak to Rayless. Completed. Confront Rayless. I did it all backwards. 15 points of frost damage to health and stamina. Small chance of being frozen solid. Completed Unearthed. Well, the quest is complete. That's good news. I don't feel bad about having done it all backwards. We're role-playing that Hermaeus Mora was totally cool with all this. I'd be interested to come back and do this some other time and find out what it was that bugged out. What wasn't supposed to be revealed until later. I think, whoa, that's cool looking. I think it was, of course, the lower level of that room where the dragon wall was. But I'm not sure what we were able to get through that we weren't supposed to get through. There's my boys, okay. And Teldrin is going to look straight up like a pimp in that Ajidal outfit once we get the boots back. I think I put the boots in the chest at home. If I didn't, well then we'll find something else for him to wear. Maybe I'll give him back his chitin boots. Okay, so we did that. It took a while. Basically slept a 3-day hangover. But we're gonna do a little bit of trading here in town if Whoa,
Azura's wisdom to you.
maybe you
friend.
had something for me, but you're just walking past. If Glover's inventory has repopulated, we'll sell to him.
You've been a good friend to me. That, blades, helmets...
It has.
Pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Sell a few things to him. That's your stuff, dude. When did I pick this shit up and why? Helmet of Vision. It's like that. Keep the boots for now, just in case. The rest is all rings. Anything else that's heavy? Just the firewood. Okay, well, let's see. Nope, he's only got 260 gold left. How about 2 of those, then?
Bring your weapons and armor to me.
It's quiet for the moment. Something troubling you?
Ah, so you're an alchemist then.
She has 806 gold, okay. Nothing in the way of healing that I would take. God, I have 31 of these. Yeah, sell those. Those aren't worth very much. Honestly, at this point, if I'm not going to use these poisons, I should probably just sell them all, but... maybe that's it? I forgot about those. Oh, and of course I have the white file, too. Man, so much stuff I've forgotten about.
Remember, I have plenty of potions
Apologies,
and
Adril.
ingredients if you're ever in the
My
market.
experience...
Your actions got the best merchandise on the island.
Yeah, I was gonna say he doesn't have
Have a
very
look
much
for
at all.
yourself.
I might have some Horker stew though, because I am probably gonna be hungry. I feel like I haven't really eaten in days. Yeah, that's probably it.
Next time you're hungry, stop by. I always have plenty of food for sale.
It's busier now that things are starting to look up.
Good.
Everything I've got on display, really.
600 gold, okay. Sure. Sell all of those. Sell all of those. Keep that one, you never know. Doesn't have enough gold for these. That one he does. And that one he does, and that's probably it.
If you need any supplies,
so the
you
entire
know where to
town
find
can
me.
hear you, idiot. Just give them to me and put it on my account.
I think that's all the vendors. I don't know, maybe there's one more hidden somewhere, but I never found out what that abandoned building was all about. Well, let's see if we can't find those boots. There we go. Teldrin. Teldrin. I have good news, Teldrin.
What's our next move?
It's a cool looking mask.
If it'll help us get moving quicker, sure. Lead on.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
You have a grim look.
Why doesn't he have, like, greaves? Should be part of the armor. He's got the armor on. Okay. Well, that's weird. It's kind of looking barbarianish. Bare arms. Bare
With the
legs.
ash from Red Mountain covering half the island.
Is he overburdened? Is that why
It's
he's
astonishing
moving
how
so
much
slow?
Solstheim reminds me of home. What do you have in mind?
No, not that. Damn it.
Did you still want me to help you or not? What's our next move?
Well, now I'm thinking maybe I
If
need to
it'll
take
help us get
that
moving quicker.
chitin armor
Sure.
back from you. Why are you overburdened? Seems weird. Maybe you're not overburdened. Maybe you're just walking
behind
slow.
My blood's calm. I prefer it boiling.
Okay, he clearly is weighed down a little bit by it. He's not as fast as he normally is, but still, not bad. Okay, everybody. Hey, should we read? Let's read that book, Trap, because that looks interesting. Those of you who have watched so far, you will know that this is the end of a play session. If you want to skip ahead to the next episode, if you have one ready, you will not miss any gameplay from this point on. For those of you who want to stick around, join me as we read Trap by Anonymous. Let me get a drink of water here, one moment. Trap begins. I saw the gold and I took it. A different man might not have, I know that. And from time to time I think back on the hour when I saw the gold and took it. You see, I was hungry. Isn't it ironic? I don't remember much else about that night but the gold and the hunger. I don't remember the name of the tavern or even the village, but I believe it was somewhere in southern Vardenfell. I can't really be certain. For some time I sat dumbly in my chair, my mind occupied with nothing but the pain in my stomach. If you've never been truly hungry from days of no food, you can't know what it's like. You can't concentrate on anything. It wasn't until a figure to my left got up from the table to get a drink and left a stack of gold marks behind that I snapped to awareness. From this moment on, my memory is crystalline. My eyes to the gold, my eyes to the stranger's back, walking calmly toward the barmaid, my hand to the gold in my pocket. I'm up from the table and out the door. For just a moment I look back. The stranger has turned to look my way. He wears a hood, but I can feel his eyes meet mine. I swear I can scent a smile. Out into the streets and behind some barrels I crouched down, waiting for my pursuer. One benefit of a lifetime running from guards, I know how to disappear. For nearly an hour I waited there, suffering even more from hunger. You see, I was awake now, and I had the means to buy myself a feast. This knowledge tortured me. When I finally got to my feet, I very nearly fainted. I had only enough energy to walk to the other edge of the village to a run-down tavern before collapsing at a table. I think I must have fallen unconscious for a moment before I heard the barmaid's voice. Can I get you something to eat, Sarah? Okay, this has got to be from Morrowind. I just don't remember this book from Morrowind. I gorged myself on roasts and pies and huge frothing mugs of grief. As the fog of near-fatal starvation began to lift, I looked up from my plate to see a gold-masked stranger looking at me. His vizard? I think it'd be visage, but vizard, apparently, glowing by the blinding light of the moon through the window. He wore black leather armor and was a different physique and size from the man I had burgled, but I could tell he knew. I paid for my meal quickly and left. I skirted the edge of the village through a tiled central courtyard surrounded by squalid peasants' cottages. There was not a light shining from any window or door. No one was on the streets. I could find no place to hide, so I took the road out of town, heading for the wilderness. Hunger had pushed me on in the days before, but now I felt what I imagined to be the whip of guilt. Or perhaps, even then, it was fear. I fell twice, rushing down the dark path, unused to the slopes and pebbled texture. The sounds of animal life, which I had numbed to, were suddenly very loud in my ears, and there was something else out there in the night, something chasing me. On the side of the road there was a low wall, and I scrambled over it and hid. I knew enough about concealment to pick a spot where the bulwark sunk slightly, so even if someone saw the outline of my figure, he would assume it to be part of the wall. It wasn't long before I heard the sound of running footsteps from more than one person pass me by and then stop. There was a moment of whispered conversation, and one of the people ran back on the path toward the village. Then, silence. After a few more minutes, I peered out from behind the wall. A female figure, in a dun gown, wimple, and veil, stood in the road. On the other end of the road, blocking the way back to town, was a knight coated in dark mail. I couldn't see neither of their faces. For a moment I froze, unsure whether either, or both, had seen me. "Run," said the woman in a dead voice. The hill behind me was too steep, so I leapt over the wall and across the road in 2 bounds. Into the night forest I ran, the maddening jingle of the accursed gold in my pocket. I knew I was making so much noise my pursuers could not help but hear me, but now I cared more for putting distance between us than in stealth. Clouds of ash filtered through the moonlight, but I still knew it was too bright to hide. I ran and ran until I felt all my blood pumping into my head and heart, begging me to stop. I was at the edge of the wood on the other side of a shallow stream from a vast, crumbling house encircled by a rail fence. Behind me, running footfall in the broken, dusty earth. To the south, downstream, a distinct, sodden splashing of someone moving nearer. There was no choice. I half jumped and half fell into the mud and dragged myself up the bank on the other side. I rolled under the fence and ran through the open field toward the house. Jerking my head around, I saw 7 shadowy figures by the fence posts. The cloaked man I had robbed, the man in the gold mask, the veiled woman, the dark knight. 3 others, too, who had pursued me, but I had never seen, and I thought I was the stealthy one. The moon was entirely hidden in a swarm of ash. Only the stars offered their meager illumination as I reached the open door of the ruin. I slammed and bolted the door behind me, but I knew there could be no protection for very long. As I looked about the ravaged interior of broken furniture, I searched for somewhere to hide, presumably. A corner, a niche, where if I stayed very still, no one would see me. A splintered table lying against the wall looked perfect for my purposes. I crawled under it and jumped when something moved and I heard a frightened old man's voice. "Who's there?" "It's all right," I whispered. "I'm not one of them." His puckered, gnarled hand reached out from the shadow and gripped my arm. Instantly I felt sleep fall upon me, resist it as I might. The old man's horrible face, the face of the hungry dead, emerged as the moon came out and shone through the broken window. His talons still gripping me, I fell back, smelling his death surround me. The table was thrown back. There stood the 7 hunters and a dozen more. No, hunters they weren't. They were harriers who had chased me out of every hiding place, expertly pushing me to the lair of the real predator. He was weak with age, the old man was, not as good at the chase as once he was, a blunt, killing machine. "Please," I said. It was all I could muster. Having enjoyed the sport I offered, he granted me mercy of sorts. I was not bled dry. I was not cursed by being made one of them, the Bairn. I was kept with others, most of us mad with fear, to be aged and tasted at the vampire's whim. We are called cattle. I lost all hope, months ago, of ever leaving the dank cellar where he kept us. Even if this note finds its way to the outside world, I cannot give enough information about my whereabouts to be rescued, even if some champion were able to defeat the bloodsuckers. I only write this to keep my own sanity and to warn others. There is something worse than being hungry. Being food. It's a good story. Damn, very descriptive. I think I would have enjoyed it more if it had just been a story rather than a guy like writing down like, "Oh man, I don't know if anybody's gonna get this." It's like, dude, you're a great writer. Just let it be a story. You don't have to make it sound like it came from a guy who was being sucked dry, literally. Anything in the safe? Just a steel ingot. There's nothing interesting in there. All those candles. Alright, gang. It's time for bed. When we get up, tomorrow we're going to gather all our belongings. We'll probably be overburdened. And we're going to ride the ship back to Skyrim. Let's do 13 hours. Finally, back to Tamriel to make a few last-minute finalizations and then wrap up the Let's Play. Until then, thanks for watching, take care, and I will see you around.